And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock it. A great way to finish the... Well, this... matchup features two teams that are elite when it comes to rebounding, Doris.
You know, there was a point at which, BA, it felt like rebounding was almost, especially on the offensive end, de-emphasized. Now you're getting back to a point where understanding dominating the defensive backboards. It means finishing your possession defensively and offensively creating more opportunity. It's an important aspect on both ends.
So the Houston starting five. We've got a Ben Thompson. Tari Eason is out there with Alperon Şengün. Then it's Cam Whitmore, and it's Green in at the point guard. Knocks down the triple.
I tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
There's a screen. And Durant gets it to go.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When KD's working that pick and roll, the defense has a hard time dealing with it.
Thompson's shot is off. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about how Alperon Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game, and if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Thompson finds Şengün. That three's off the mark.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too. Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Fires it. Done. The pass to Durant. Shoots over Eason. Durant with another miss.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Now here's Şengün. And a miss there on the triple. Durant with it. Now Thompson defending. Over Whitmore. And they cash it in right away with a quick shot. Durant's got 10.
As soon as he's shot ready, Kevin Durant will rise and fire on the pull-up jumper. That is sweet.
From the arc. Eason pulls it in. Rockets trail by 4. Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. Houston with another miss. Stolen by Thompson. The three ball. Got a piece of it. Eason with a steal. Pass to Şengün. And here's Thompson for 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Durant surveying the D. Fires from deep. Can't bury it. His 5th miss in 9 tries. And so it's Houston with it. Trailing by 4. Eason against Booker. Takes a 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Durant. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by Green.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now here's Durant. 10 points for him. That doesn't go either for Durant. Booker against Thompson. There's the triple. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Beal, the pass to Durant. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. He's got 13.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Up top, Whitmore. Beyond the arc. Another three from Houston.
Well, he showed right there, this guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
For three, Durant. Another three for Phoenix.
The answer from Kevin Durant, not having any of it.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Şengün, the screen. Green finds Eason over Booker. And they're running. Shoots over Thompson. And Kevin Durant again. Durant's got 18.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency where you always look to. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Suns ahead. Up. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Bol out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Damian Lee. Then there's Cody Martin. And it's Allen in a shooting guard. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Holiday from long range. Houston with another miss. The Suns lead by 3. From deep three-point range, they grab their own miss. Bol down low. Brooks defending. And finished off by Bol.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
It's Martin on the wing. Brooks defending. Martin, the pass to Bol. Off target with the 3. Rockets trail by 5. Adams. The second chance points on the tip in.
How about the mobility for a 7-footer that Steven Adams has? Just outstanding sprinting the floor.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, so he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Smith. Shot from the wing. Phoenix grabs the miss. Bol's got 4 rebounds in the game. Allen with it. Checked by Brooks. Here's O'Neal. It's hauled in by Houston. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And there's a whistle. That one. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
The people will worry that the officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
It was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Jones, he's checked in for Lee. Smith outside. There's the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. Well, Doris, for a while, the amount of three-pointers seem to grow exponentially. I think it's plateaued now.
You know, B.A., I'm not sure I agree that it's plateaued. What we do know unequivocally is these organizations have defined how to be the most effective efficient basketball team. And each and every year, we're setting records in that category. They're just getting smart about the kinds of shots you want and when. We're seeing more shots at the rim, and we're still heavily emphasizing the three-point line.
And it's Shepard missing.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
To the right side, Bull finds Allen. Bull, a screen on Brooks. Back to Bull. Shot clock at 5. The three. Smith with the rebound. Rockets trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The three is up. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bull's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside O'Neal. Pass to Jones. Screen by O'Neal. Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. The Suns need to get off a shot. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Allen outside. Takes the 3. Smith with the rebound. Houston has gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Drains the triple. Smith's got 6.
Three-point field
An
goal.
excellent pull-up jump shooter. Smith doesn't need much airspace to do some damage.
Martin. Bull up top. Over Adams. And that one's good. Bull. 59 seconds left to play in the first half. To the inside. Adams inside. Bull on him. Adams inside. Bull covering. 5 on the clock. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Suns leading. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Bull's got 7 points for the quarter.
Impressive offensive versatility for big. He can show you a variety of looks.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The Suns lead by 5. Jones finds Bull. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith outside. Over Bull. A nice shot by Smith. Give him 8 points now. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Suns ahead. They lead by 3. All right, thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
And please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the man half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
So the Rockets 5 now. Tari Eason is out there with Amin Thompson. Then there's Alperen Şengün. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Whitmore in at the shooting guard position. 5 to shoot. The long-range shooting of Jalen Green.
Using the pick there, Green saw the opening and let it fly.
Durant with a screen on Thompson. Pass to Durant for 3. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Launches a 3. Rockets with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Brook can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Here's Whitmore outside. Drills it from deep. Whitmore's got 12 points in the game.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Outside Durant. Lets it go from deep. That doesn't go either for Durant. The Rockets have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And here's Thompson for 3. For the lead. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Richards has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The 3. At the arc. KD drains it.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
Here's Whitmore. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 7 rebounds in the game. That's good from Durant on the assist by Booker. Durant's got 11 points here in the second half. Outside, Green. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And that one's good by Durant.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
Here's Easton. Another 3 from Houston.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Durant. The offensive rebound. Booker against Thompson. Booker, the pass to Durant. Shoots over Thompson. The kick to Durant. Thompson with a steal. Here they come with numbers in transition.
Phoenix foul. Done. First personal foul. First team foul.
.151 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, Green. And again, it's Houston.
Green.
The Suns lead by 3. Booker, the pass to Durant. A quick shot there. It's off target. And so Şengün will bring it up for the Rockets. Fades and shoots. Count the basket. And now just a 1-point Phoenix lead.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Count that bucket.
See how quick Kevin Durant is off the floor near the rim. That's tough to stop.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And Houston will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Şengün. Dylan Brooks comes in for Thompson. Holiday's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Shepherd in for Green. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. He's off on the second. Phoenix leading by 3. Here's Gillespie. There's the triple. Adams grabs the miss. Back comes Houston in transition for the tie. And it's Shepherd missing. The Suns have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. For 3, Allen. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Easton. Houston with another miss. Phoenix has gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. And there's the screen. And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Number 10, Jabari Smith.
Outside Holiday. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. And that ties it up. Here's Gillespie. No good. Would have counted had it gone. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Cody Martin is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Grayson Allen. Then it's Bol Bol. And it's Gillespie in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Six on the shot clock. Pulls up. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And the Suns lead by 2. Holiday finds Smith. To take the lead. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Bol's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Gillespie can't get it to go.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's Shepard. Allen defending for 3. And another miss by Houston. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Pass to Gillespie. Jacks up at 3. And Allen is good for 3. And now a 5-point Phoenix lead.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Holiday from long range. Fires the 3. They grab their own miss. For 3. The rebound by Allen.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
Rockets trail by 5. Smith with it. Martin picks him up. From downtown. Pass to Gillespie. And here's Bol. They set a pick. Here's Gillespie. And stolen by Holiday. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. And here's Shepard for 3. Bol grabs the board.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
To the middle. Martin against Smith. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there. Well, Houston's shooting just around 32% from the field. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Screen by Eason. And here's Green from the arc. The long distance 3 is buried. Green's got 11 points here in the second half.
And demonstrating how fearless he is, Green welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Richards with a screen. Here's Durant. Three-pointer. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. And that one's good. Whitmore.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Durant finds Booker. Durant with a screen on top. To Durant. Shoots over Thompson. Once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist. And the Rockets lead by 4.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Outside Durant. To halt the run. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Money! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Pass to Whitmore. Count it!
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. And so it's Phoenix with it. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Up top, Durant, defended by Thompson. Offline from the top of the key. Puts up a 3. Another 3 from Houston.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection. Swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Suns foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
11 seconds left in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that increases the lead to 6.
You gotta like how energetic Jabari Smith is. A young guy who is fired up and ready to prove to the entire league just how good he could be.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
5 ticks left to play in the fourth. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
For Houston.
And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
And so the Rockets take the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was.
at tonight's teams, RJ, they have rosters filled with veteran players.
I was on a few teams like this, Kevin, and it's just great for the locker room. Guys are usually willing to accept their roles and understand how to win.
And now the Lakers starting group. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Doncic out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at center.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Doncic passes to Hachimura. Back to Doncic. The three. And he's good on the three ball.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
For three, Durant trains the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's LeBron. And it goes down 2 points.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
And Richard, you've watched LeBron James over the years. His approach never wavers. It never changes.
He is all business all the time, on the court, off the court. The consistency of his focus and mental toughness is unbelievable.
Pass to Hayes. On the wing, James. Off target from outside. Phoenix is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And here's KD for three. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
This is almost hard to watch because this should be a tough shot. But Durant makes the game look so smooth.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
There's the triple. Rebound by the Suns.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Good on the triple.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
Here's Doncic. And he lays it straight in. Doncic has got 5 now.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now James, after the missed 3 from KD. Here's the 3. And James with the basket on the assist by Doncic. He has 7.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers leading by 3. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, I've always felt like I belong. It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? He told her, you're basically kind of the same thing. Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
1:52 left to play here in the first. Traps in the tray.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
And Booker kicks to Durant. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Doncic passes to James. Doncic with a screen for LeBron. To the left side wing. Hachimura, pocket 6. Doncic, no good. Suns trailing. Outside, KD. Again, the miss by KD.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And a wide open look for James. No good on the three. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. For three, Durant. Done with this screen on James. A second chance effort. And yes, it's good. KD's got 17.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
James, it's deflected. Durant with the steal. Fast break, here we go. Launches it, and the three ball is good. Durant's got 20.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
And so it's Kevin Durant. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And let's also give them some credit for running the pick so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. We've got Grayson Allen, Bull out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Cody Martin, and it's Gillespie in at the point guard. Now Vincent, following the miss by Bull from deep. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Martin with a screen on Vanderbilt. And O'Neal gets it to go.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Vincent, still without a basket. Now we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. O'Neal against Vanderbilt. O'Neal dishes to Allen. 5 to shoot. Shoots a fader. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Allen. O'Neal's got his second basket of the game. And from undrafted to journeyman to starter, Richard, you got to admire stories like Royce O'Neal.
It's motivational, Kevin. Just because you don't get drafted doesn't mean you can't make it to the NBA, which is exactly what O'Neal has done.
Here's Vincent. No good on the triple. Phoenix leading by 5. Pass to Allen. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And it's Gillespie missing. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. And the call is going to be... Yeah. Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Here's Gillespie. Fires away from way outside. From beyond the arc and then some. And it's an 8-point Suns lead.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bull's understanding of when to look for his next level.
Len, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Here's Gillespie. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Bull. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Lakers trail by 8. And they get it. Here's Finney-Smith. Gets an open look and hits.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
2 minutes.
The Lakers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view it?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
Here's Gillespie. Drills the three-pointer. Gillespie's got the lead up to 8 now for the Suns.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being that team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Lakers trail by 8. Here's Len. And again, it's the Lakers.
Alex Len.
Here's Gillespie. 44 seconds left to play in the first half. Len against Bull. Shoots over Len. Bull can't hit.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Len finds Vincent. And it's good off the back rim and in. And now it's just a 4-point Suns lead. The Suns have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Pass to Bull. Here's Allen, defended by Vincent. For the 3. Bull can't hit. Now Goodwin to the middle. Here's Vanderbilt with 2 seconds left. Can't capitalize inside. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Sun, thanks David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So for the Lakers right now, outside the wings are Reeves and James. Rui Hachimura out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues on the court. What a ruthless move by Durant, dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that three-point answer.
The 3 for Doncic. Rebound by the Suns.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off the shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
18 feet out. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Suns leading by 5. KD with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Launches a 3. Kevin Durant, bullseye. Money on the 3.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Nice little duel here. LeBron getting the 3 points back for his team.
Pass to Durant. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's Doncic. Into the lane. Doncic gets it to go inside.
And great court awareness there helps Luka find an opening that he just explodes on the drive.
And here is Durant. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound the Lakers. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Phoenix leading by 6. And Booker kicks to KD for 3. The shot will not fall. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
Hachimura hits them both. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And Booker kicks to KD. That's good on the jump shot. Durant's got 14 points here in the second half. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron drives in. It's tipped. Here we go, one-on-one. Durant with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
Durant for 3, got a piece of it. Down low. It's stolen. And Phoenix pushing it up now. It's up a 3. Durant hand delivers the transition bucket.
And Durant, so dangerous as a scorer. He can shoot it from deep, also beat you off the dribble there. He just stops and pops. And that's exactly what they need to do right now. I mean, just attack the basket. And, hey, if you get fouled, maybe you get some free throws out of it.
Now here's Booker. No scoring in this one. No good from Durant. Lakers trail by 8. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Some changes for the Lakers. Glenn, a screen. Benson with it. He's against Bull. 6 to shoot. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Four on the shot clock. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Vincent.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you'd love to see.
Here's Gillespie. Here's Bull. Buries the 20-footer. Bull's got 8 points.
Defense always had their eyes on him, and then he gives it away. Classic misdirection.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
First team foul.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So with Durant sitting on the bench, this is Mike Budenholzer's lineup. Martin is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Bull. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Gillespie in at the point. And Booker kicks to Durant. Releases. Yep, right through the net. KD's got 42 in the game.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
Fades. Here's Doncic. On the wing, James. Dunn covering. James absorbing hits on the drive.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
KD sets the pick for Booker. Durant with it, and Hachimura picks him up defensively. Lakers trail by 6. Pass to Reeves. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. I know Reeves has been accused of running fouls before. Richard, do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away. Nice pass. Such unique talent on both ends. That time, Booker showing us his vision.
Hachimura. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And here's KD for 3.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's Doncic. LeBron outside. Back to Doncic. LeBron with a screen on Beal. Floats it up for James. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
The kick out to LeBron. That shot, no good. Dunn with some nice D. Suns leading by 6. There's the drive. Outside, KD. It's Durant on the wing. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Takes a 3. Drills it from outside. KD's got 48.
No hesitation from the swing man. Durant has such confidence shooting off the catch. Tremendous.
And they pick up 2.
And this is his game. He's not going to settle or try anything further away from the rim. He knows who he is.
Booker the pass to Durant. Here's Richards. This one for 3. Outside for Durant. Shoots over James. And another one.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Luka Doncic taking 2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. That brings them within 8.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line. Durant
sets a screen for Booker. From deep. The Lakers with the rebound. Just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And here's KD for 3. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
For 3, Durant sinks the 3-pointer. Durant's got 56 points in the game.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Suns.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for KD.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Down by 12. Sinks the triple.
Excellent at dishing the rock. Luka with the nice feed.
And Booker kicks to KD. Shoots over Hachimura. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
4th team foul.
And that one misses.
At the line for the Lakers, Luka Doncic. 2 shots.
And he ends up making the second, and that brings them to within 10. And Phoenix has possession. And Durant launches from deep. They grab their own miss. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. They'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one, even early on in this one. Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Thanks for spending your Friday afternoon. A couple of rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Then there's Jackson Hayes. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Goodwin in at the two-guard spot.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
And that'll be Los Angeles ball as it goes out of bounds. Lakers able to keep the possession. Here's James. Hachimura finds James. Hachimura with a screen on Thompson. Here's James. The shot from the low post is good.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Eason, a screen on Doncic. Green for three. Rebounded by the Lakers. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise.
Offline from the high post.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
James against Eason. James outside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
You can tell LeBron values getting quality shots because he knows how much they're worth, and he's willing to fight for them.
Now here's Whitmore. On the wing, Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? That's good from Eason. On the assist by Thompson.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
Now let's send it over to Ali LaForce, who was able to talk with Ime Udoka.
He had a sleepless night trying to figure out how to stop Luka Doncic. He said it's rare to see a player force the other 9 players on the floor to play at his pace. It's very methodical. Like a machine, he said Doncic shows no mercy. Brian?
And Ali, thank you for that. From deep, here's Doncic. Rockets with a rebound.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And Thompson gets a 3.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
If you look at rebounding rates, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute, uses his 6'8" frame well, and he's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks.
Now here's Şengün. Hachimura with a rebound. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. James passes to Goodwin. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside, Green. 3-pointer off the mark. The Lakers in the lead. James passes to Hachimura. Clark, Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. And working out with LeBron during the summer in training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable 3-point shooter and all-around scorer.
A deep 3, and that one's good. Green.
What a shot by Green. Maxed out his range on that one.
Here's James. There's the drive. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. James has got 6.
There's only one thing on his mind. Get to the rim and take the defense out of the equation.
Los Angeles leading by 3. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
They set the pick. Green, the pass to Thompson. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Hayes. And it's the Lakers on the break.
Woo. His energy is unmatched.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Left side, Whitmore. Shoots. Cans it from the wing. 5 points in the game. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first. Doncic passes to James. Ooh, Thompson with the block. That one no good. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's and we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
I also like how they've immediately gotten out in transition. They came to run, and we'll see if they can keep it up.
At small forward and power forward, it's Brooks and Smith. Shepard is out there with Aaron Holiday, and it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Holiday. Lets it fly. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Adams against Kleba. Baseline try. Oh, great D that time from Kleba. Los Angeles leading by 3. And it's Vincent off the drive. From outside the arc. Kleba's shot is off. The Rockets have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Brooks from outside. Smith right side. Outside Holiday. Three-pointer Brooks. He buries it from 3. It's all knotted up.
And he's much more comfortable shooting off a pass. Brooks with a nice shot.
Pass to connect. Let's go with a 3. It's hauled in by Houston. Left side Holiday. And it's stolen by Finney-Smith. And it's the Lakers on the break. Vanderbilt, no good. Houston has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Smith outside. Adams inside. Finney-Smith's there. A nice shot by Smith.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
And it's Vincent off the drive. Out to Kleba. Over to the left wing. Vanderbilt with it. Guarded by Smith. Yep, count it.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Second quarter play. Almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Vincent. Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the officials.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Pass to Shepard. From deep three-point land. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Counted for Vincent. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure. It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Here's Vanderbilt. Pass to connect. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Houston. Smith's got 4 rebounds in the game. Brooks outside. There's 57 seconds left in the second quarter. From the corner. It's rebounded by Kleba.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Smith passes to Brooks. Smith with a screen on Vanderbilt. Brooks gets some space and parries the jumper. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. And the foul on Gabe Hinson. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Here's Shepard. No made baskets yet. Brooks a screen on Vanderbilt. Pass to Adams. Back to Smith. 6 to shoot. Adams a screen from 12 feet. Smith no good. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
24. Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what we're seeing from LeBron James.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And the Lakers, looking at who they've got. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Jackson Hayes. And it's Goodwin in at the 2 spot. Now comes Houston in transition. Eason can't get it to go. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. They trail by 3. Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to get back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. Now, here is James. Give him 8, and he makes it. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Here's Thompson. It's a 1-point game. Outside Eason. Pass to Thompson. Screen by Eason. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Out to James. Sengun with a steal. Down low. It's Eason with the jam.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Hayes with it. Doncic finds James. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Green, a screen. Here's Whitmore outside. Sends it home from 3-point land. Now it's a 4-point Houston lead.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
James, a freight train coming!
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Here's Whitmore outside. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Good work defensively by Whitmore.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Now here's Green. He's got 10. Screen by Eason. There's the three. Outside Whitmore. The three ball. Houston with another miss. Lakers trail by 6. James outside. Lays it up and banks it in. James has got 14.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Şengün, the screen. Here's Whitmore. And it falls all over the rim and in. And the Rockets lead by 6. The Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in the third. The three, James knocks it down from distance. James has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
All systems are on go when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
Here's Whitmore outside. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. James inside, defended by Şengün.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
Outside Eason. Şengün, a screen on Hachimura. Eason, good.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Doncic. Still no points. Fires top of the key. Off the left rim and out. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Rockets ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll have this. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Lakers trail by 4. At small forward and power forward, it's Brooks and Smith. Aaron Holiday out there with Shepard. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Three-pointer, Brooks. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Vincent passes to Finney-Smith. Here's Connect. Sinks that one from the post.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
A nice shot by Smith.
Oh, what range this kid has. I mean, this proves Smith's ceiling is sky high.
And he's going for the lob. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. The three, Smith. And it's Connect with a rebound. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul of the game. And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there. Smith with a screen on James. Brooks from outside gets the 3 to fall. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Offensively, Brooks can be just relentless, constantly looking for chances to get his team points.
Nice finish from Luka.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Adams with a screen on Doncic. And here's Shepard for 3. Hachimura with a rebound. The Lakers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Doncic finds Hayes. Now here is James. That ties it up. James has got 21.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
And here's Shepard for three. Hits a three-pointer.
Oh, creating for himself wasn't a strong suit in college, but it's nice to see Shepard folding some playmaking into his game.
Doncic passes to James. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Houston leading by 3. Inside. The three is up. The offensive rebound. Holiday from long range gets the three ball to go.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Launches it. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. 6-point game. And here they come. The three, Smith. Doncic pulls down the board. The Lakers have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the fourth. Pass to Hayes. Oh, Brooks with the steal. From deep. And there's Shepard. That one's good on the assist by Smith. And the Rockets lead by 9. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Another big factor for them has been their ability to get points off of turnovers. The easiest offense is created by good defense.
Just 5 to shoot. Takes a three. Offensive board. Tries yet again. This one for 3. Fires in the triple.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
The assist. Luka.
There's 38 seconds left in the final quarter. Adams a screen. Three-pointer, Holiday. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Now Los Angeles with it. James outside. Off target from three-point range. Doncic against Holiday. The three. For 3, Smith buries it from 3. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this game, they appeared
And thanks for tuning in to the NBA. And for those who are tuning in for offensive fireworks, Doris might be a little disappointed in this one.
Right, Kev, but if you love gritty defensive play, this is the place to be. Listen, we may not get spectacular buckets, but I guarantee you every point is going to be well earned.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the small forward position. And so here is Houston after the miss from KD. Booker looking around. Right side Durant. Three-pointer. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Eason gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Green with a screen for Şengün. Offline with his three. The Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside for Durant. From outside the arc. It's good from long range. KD's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Suns.
The fluidity, the mechanics, the purity. KD's jumper is sweet.
And that one's good. Green.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Bucket is good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Eason, a screen on Beal, and a wide open look for Whitmore. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Thompson for the triple. Rebound by the Suns. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, "It feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time." Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
Oh, David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. It's a three-point game. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Now, Whitmore, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to KD. Over Eason. Durant with another miss.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Durant's got 17 now.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
How about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
It's stolen by Eason.
Phoenix foul. Done. First personal foul. First team foul.
32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Booker against Green. Fires the three.
I love the energy of Kevin Durant on the defensive end. Long and tall, and does a great job contesting without fouling.
Here's Whitmore. Off target with his three. There's the three. And Durant gets it to go. The assist by Booker. Durant's got 20.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
And here's Green outside, and they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Suns ahead. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. Steven Adams is out there with Smith. And it's Green in at the three slot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Now, here's Green from past the arc. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Great Kentucky native Reed Shepard followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college years.
How cool was that? His dad, winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail.
A three from Morris. The rebound by Shepard. Rockets trail by 9. Smith outside. Over O'Neal. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got his first 2 points.
And the big man has a smooth stroke. No question, Smith Jr. spends extra time getting up his shots.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Bobbed up there for Green. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And here's Morris for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Right side, Green. Fade away. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Morris against Van Vliet. Puts up a deep 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Here's Shepard. Connects from 3-point range. Shepard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Morris passes to Bowles. Bowles setting the pick for Morris. Again the miss by Morris.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
The Suns leading. Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Well, Fred Van Vliet says, I am coming right back at you with a 3-pointer of my own.
Morris outside. O'Neal finds Morris. Fires the 3. Green with the rebound. On offense, here are the Rockets. They're on a 12-3 run right now. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Phoenix, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Martin with the bucket.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
From the arc. And it's Shepard missing. Suns leading by 5. Outside, Martin. Pass to Morris. Allen, a screen on Smith. Hits it from 3-point range. O'Neal's got his first 3 points of the game.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Morris against Van Vliet. It's stolen by Morris. And now it's Allen. Run it. He can go all the way. And the 3 off target. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Trailing here by 8. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Knocked away. And now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up from downtown. It's rebounded by Houston. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Rise and fire in the catch and shoot. Fred Van Vliet ready and willing.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Now Morris. Jeff Green missing from long range.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Allen for 3. Rebound by Smith. Green taking his time here. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 5. And a chance to thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the center. And Green puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Green's got 6 points. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
And stolen by Booker. Durant against Şengün. KD looking around. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Green. Eason against KD, and he gets it to go. KD's got 4 points in the quarter. Houston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Shot by Eason, no good. Suns leading by 3. Richards finds Durant. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Over Green. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. KD's got 26 points. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by Dunn.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Durant just inside the line, and the wing jumper offline. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant. KD's shot selection is always on point. You want to concede the mid-range, he's more than willing to take it.
And that one's good. Green.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay. to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Eason, a screen on Booker. Green, no luck.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Oh, the silky smooth three from KD.
So unpredictable, so versatile. When KD's working that pick and roll, the defense has a hard time dealing with it.
Here's Eason. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. The Rockets pull it in. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
KD, that's for 2. Durant hand delivers the transition bucket.
Boy, if you allow Kevin Durant to play in space, in transition, you can turn the lights out.
Here's Whitmore. Kept alive. Out to Thompson. Şengün with the screen for Thompson. Bangs home the trifecta.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Durant for 3. Shot clock at 6. The 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Whitmore. And it's off from 3-point range. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've led by as many as 11 points. Rockets trail by 6.
Suns foul. Done. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Van Vliet kicks to Adams. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got 6 rebounds in the game. Allen for 3. Rebound by Smith.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And as we end the 3rd quarter, and let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. Smith is out there with Green, and it's Adams, and at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Takes the 3. Pass to Smith. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Van Vliet. O'Neal sets the screen for Bull. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And you can't forget about Bull's range. After all, big men like him are expected to take the 3 in today's game.
Here's Adams, and it's Houston with another. Suns leading by 4. O'Neal on the wing, covered by Smith. Martin the pass to Bull. Shoots over Adams. Bull can't hit. Houston's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Fades back, and it's Green missing.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Bull can't hit. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. A three-pointer is right on target. 6 points for Reed Shepherd.
I love the rise and fire mentality Shepherd has. It's what makes him such a dangerous scorer.
Bull inside. Adams defending. Pulls up. Bull can't hit. The Rockets trail. Van Vliet finds Smith to take the lead. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Allen right side. Over Shepherd. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. A new lineup here for Houston. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. KD's checked in for O'Neal. Dunn comes in for Martin. Beal's checked in for Grayson Allen. And it's Booker in for Morris. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Green against Booker. The trade. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's KD. Outside for Beal. Back to Durant. In close. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Rockets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. Of 9. Here's Şengün. To take the lead, and the basket is good. And the Rockets lead by 1.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Here's Eason. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's KD. Phoenix, no good that time either. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. So far in the fourth quarter, they belong to 6 points. Here's Şengün. Over Bulls. It's in!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
The jump hook. Again, Şengün missing.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Out to KD. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. From 6 away, the rebound by Richard.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. What a show they put on here.
veteran-heavy matchup like this?
You know, B.A., it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant, and it's done in at the 3.
This is how smart Durant is, able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
Here's James. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
So tough to keep him in front of you. He's always playing on his front foot, using that first step.
Pass to Durant. Shoots from 14. Basket's good.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
From deep, here's Doncic. Richards pulls it in. Phoenix with the ball. Offensive rebound. The 3 is up. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Booker. Durant's got 7.
The range KD possesses makes him a constant threat outside. The defense has to be all over him.
That one goes. Count it.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league, and they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Doncic against Booker. Out to Hachimura. Back to Doncic. Hachimura outside. Reeves with the ball. Beal picks him up.
Nice defense by Beal. I like seeing him make an impact on this end.
It's Durant with a drive. And Durant with the big finish.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. With the fadeaway. Ooh, great D that time from Dunn.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off the shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Pass to Hayes. Oh, from deep. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. And stolen by Hayes. The open shot by James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Just a master of the mid-range. Like LeBron James, he knows how to get to his spots and knock down the shots.
Now here's Durant. 9 points in the game, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by James. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
Let me tell you from experience, when LeBron James is locked in on defense, that's a scary sight for a team.
Durant, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Doncic on the wing, Booker defending. James outside. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
What I like about Durant is his shot selection. Just such an intelligent shot taker.
James drops in the layup for 2. James has got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here is James. He's got 6. Hachimura outside. From deep, here's Doncic, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corner.
And you look at how Durant is playing at his age. He's still as elite as it gets, RJ.
You don't lose skill. KD could play into his 40s if he wanted to. That shot isn't going away, and he's always going to be tall. He will be one of the best scorers every time he laces them up.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
Here's Doncic. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. He has 7.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to James. Three-pointer. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
I like this wrinkle. Put LeBron off the ball and then make a play for him.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And that one's good by Durant.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Doncic. 7 points in the game. 12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left to play in the first. Hachimura with a screen on Booker. Here's Doncic for 3. James. That one doesn't drop. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix. He was dominant this quarter. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Grayson Allen is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then there's Cody Martin. And it's Bol in at the 5, roaming the paint. RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
Vanderbilt, no good. Phoenix has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Oh, got that one up quick.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Left side, Vanderbilt. Fires the 3. The Lakers with another miss. Phoenix leading by 4. Allen outside. From behind the arc. And it's the Lakers on the break. And here's Vanderbilt from the arc. And it's Martin with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Bol. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. The Lakers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Vincent passes to Vanderbilt. Fires for 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
An aggressive move. Takes it strong, and there's no help defensively.
Phoenix shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Well, Richard, as we've seen, sometimes all a player needs to prosper is a change of scenery.
Well, no doubt, BA. One of the biggest deciding factors in being successful is how you fit into a system and how you fit in with the players around you.
Bol down low. He's checked by Kleba. And that one's good. Bol. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Vincent passes to Vanderbilt. Back to Vincent. Launches the 3. Vanderbilt, no good. The Suns lead by 6. Bol, pass to Martin. And finished off by Bol.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And Bol, here we go. And finished off by Bol.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And Richard, after going undrafted back in 2016, what a career for Dorian Finney-Smith.
Approaching a decade in this league. He's been a starter for most of that time, but he continues to be the definition of a 3-and-D glue guy.
Here's Vanderbilt after the basket by Phoenix on the other end.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
They're limiting the offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
Bol hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And it's a 12-point Suns lead.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Bol down low. Kleber on it. And that one's good. Bol.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
He came out today planning to do...
Oh, no.
Look out!
Ruthless!
Whoa! How is the hoop still standing?
Ooh. That's the type of move that you see in a dunk contest.
Takes great confidence to alley-oop to yourself.
Sure does.
And Bol hits from deep. Bol's got 22 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Phoenix leading by 14. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Here's Kleber. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. The Suns on offense. They're on a 19-7 run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. This is his second trip to the line in the game. And he makes a first. And Bol drops them both. So it's the Lakers now. Vincent outside. Outside Vanderbilt. Takes the 3. Kleber. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. The Suns on top. They lead by 18. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. One of the stories here, Bol getting it done today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, execute.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the 5 down low. That's the Laker 5. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats, but this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Clock at 6. James against Durant. Pure from three-point range. Durant's got 21 points in the game.
Oh, just beautiful poetry in motion. It is so fun watching Kevin Durant shoot the rock.
Doncic outside from about 16. Bradley Beal puts it in.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
Durant looking around. Screen by Durant. There's the block. Hachimura, right side. From the arc. Hayes finds Hachimura. Doncic against Durant. Got a piece of it. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. From deep. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
You can tell Doncic trusts his teammates. He'll get them looks and doesn't insist on doing everything himself.
Now here's Durant. He's got 21. And it's slammed in by Durant.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
And it's Doncic on the drive. Hayes with room to shoot. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one. The kick to Durant. The 17-footer. The shot's good. Durant's got 7 now in this quarter.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring, but how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Now here's Doncic. Give him 8 points now. Connects from downtown.
They give Luka the ball, and you know what happens next. Instantly, he finds a shot.
Durant for 3. And they get it back. And the 17-footer goes down. Durant's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. Bull down low. He's checked by Kleba. Vanderbilt, a pass to Goodwin. Here's Kleba. And finished off by Kleba.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Now here's Vincent. He's got 5. Pass to Goodwin. Beyond the arc. He drops it from range. Goodwin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Goodwin. Here's the 3. Jones grabs the board. The Suns lead by 10. From 15 feet away. Now Bull. He's marked by Finney Smith. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Lakers, Gabe Vincent.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Martin with a screen on Kleba. And that one's good. Bull's got 30. Here's Kleba. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Royce O'Neal. Grayson Allen is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Bol, and it's Martin in at the 3, small forward. The Suns lead by 12. Here's Bol. Count that one. Bol's got 34 points.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Knocked loose. O'Neal pulls it in. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And it's a completely new group for the Lakers.
Substitution on the court.
And Booker's got the ball here for Phoenix. Here's Durant. Pass to Richards. Reeves against Beal. Outside Durant. Now here's Dunn. Back to Durant. 6 to shoot. Gets an open look and hits it. Durant's got 29 points.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Pass to Hachimura. Jacks up a 3. Bradley Beal with a rebound.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Doncic with it. Now guarded by Booker. For 3, James. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he's still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
Bol, he's checked in for Phoenix. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Bol. And finished off by Bol.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
To the paint. LeBron James with the flush.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you gotta make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Hachimura from long range. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 7 assists in the game. The Suns lead by 6. For 3, Durant. From deep, Durant.
What a ruthless move by Durant. Dealing a big blow to the opponent's morale with that 3-point answer.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Phoenix.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
So it's Los Angeles now. The Suns getting their last shot to go. The open shot by Reeves. Bol grabs the board. Bol's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Hayes. It's James on the wing. Done with a steal. And here's the fast break. Durant way outside. Rebound by the Lakers. James has got 4 rebounds now. Hayes with it. James passes to Doncic. Hachimura outside. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Counted from distance.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Now here's Durant. Releases. And the Suns miss again. Doncic deciding where to go with it. James outside. And it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
Sorry, just who else would you want it shooting there? LeBron James, just so calm under pressure.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It falls!
Those are some hustle points. Really bonus points when you put in a miss.
On the wing, Hachimura. Oh, he nails it! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now here's Durant. Durant takes it in. Yes!
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Here's Hachimura. Doncic for 3. James. Outside Reeves. Hachimura, right side. From deep, here's Doncic. And he sinks it. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within 1. And so they foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And so he drops them both. And it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a 3. Of course, the D will be guarding the line. No one said it was going to be easy.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
downtown Los Angeles. That's the location for the Rockets. 2K Sports brings you the... Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely?
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Alperen Sengun out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Whitmore. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Green in at the point.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
And that one's good. Doncic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Whitmore. It's rebounded by Hayes. Here's the Lakers with the ball. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
He told me that Sengun won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He added his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him, and he just came up short on the triple.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
They get it back to Eason. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball. Eason's got 6.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Sengun. His game isn't all about power.
Here's Reeves. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Thompson with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And the dunk by Eason.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Green against LeBron. Pass to Whitmore. Houston moving it around. Here's Sengun. Off target with the jump hook. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for L.A. They trail by 3. Second shot opportunity. Kicks it out to James. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to James. Doncic has got his second bucket.
2 minutes remain in the first.
This one for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. It's stolen by Eason. A 3 ball. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Clark, what is it about Austin Reeves' style of play that makes him such a good scorer?
I love the fact that he can change pace with the dribble. You know, he's not super fast, but he's not slow either. What he is shifty and smart. He's got good size, good ball skills, and he's got a nice mid-range jumper. All of that allows him to keep defenders off balance. That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
Lakers shooting their first foul shot of the game. And LeBron, the only player to reach 40,000 points in his career. Clark, you're shaking your head. It's incredible, isn't it?
Absolutely remarkable, Kevin. And I did not think I would see it in my lifetime. 40,000 points. Just the sound of that is ridiculous. And, you know, he not only has lived up to the height that has followed him since he was 15 years old, he's actually exceeded it, Kevin, which is crazy.
Lakers leading by 7. And stolen by Sengun. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Eason.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible
not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys at the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Şengün. His three-pointers off the mark. The Lakers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And Hayes kicks to Doncic. Reeves outside. Back to Doncic. Over Whitmore. Off target from the wing. Puts up a deep three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Luka Doncic. 4 And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
To me, it's been the ball movement. That's been the key. I mean, going from good to great. Not settling for a good shot, but making that extra pass, keeping the defense off balance, and taking great shots.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
So on the floor for Houston, the guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
Here's Vincent, covered by Van Vliet. Baseline try. Vincent misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Good win. It's stolen by Adams. To the inside. And Smith with the stuff.
Simply a great play. Smith Jr. making that play look easy.
And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
They get the rebound. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Vanderbilt's shot is good.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Trains it from beyond the arc. Van Vliet's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Out to the wing. Here's Kleba. No good there off the double clutch.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Shot from the wing. Again, Los Angeles. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Van Vliet kicks to Brooks. Here's Shepard. Back to Brooks. 6 to shoot. And another 3 for Houston.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
That one goes. Count it.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Adams sets the pick for Brooks. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Kleba, the pass to Vincent. Back to Kleba. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That's his first foul. There's a minute 34 left here in the second. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Kleba, no good. Houston's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Smith for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Smith's got the lead up to 5 now for Houston.
Jabari Smith went top 3 in the draft for his shooting. And boy, is that jumper pretty.
The shot by Kleber, wide open. And again, no good by the Lakers. Brooks against Vanderbilt. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Adams with the screen on Kleber. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Adams kicks to Smith. Kept alive by Houston. 19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Smith sets the pick for Shepard. The 3. Smith inside. Kleber on him. Smith in the posts. And at last, they get one to fall.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's been getting it done is Tari Eason.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Rui Hachimura out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the guard position. That's the Laker 5. A new lineup here for Houston. Clark famously, Fred VanVleet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size. But, man, when you look at his intangible, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred VanVleet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Reeves the pass to Hachimura. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Outside, Green. Launches a 3. Şengün inside. Covered by Hayes. Second chance shot. Şengün no good. Lakers trail by 9. Reeves finds James. Whoa! James showing the range.
Well, I don't think anybody is expecting this shot. But Brown showing some confidence with that long bomb.
Pass to Şengün. Shoots over Hachimura. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Rockets lead by 8.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. And this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Basket counts.
I know Doncic takes pride in being able to produce for his team, and he's doing it at a high level here.
Green taking his time here. Here's Whitmore. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Whitmore's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Pass to Şengün. Lets it go from deep. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And we've got a lineup change for the Lakers.
Substitution on the court.
right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Whitmore. Vanderbilt defending. His break, the Lakers. Here's Kleba from the wing. And it's Goodwin missing. Houston leading by 7. And card for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
Outside, Green. Eason with a screen for Green. They get it again. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Kleba. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Clark, while he might be someone who doesn't stand out, Maxi Kleba is vital for this team.
You know, Kleba usually averages in the single-digit scoring, but he's a 6'10" floor spacer, which puts a lot of pressure on the opposing defense. He plays a lot of the 5, and he more than holds his own defensively. He's a nice rotational player.
Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got 7 points here in this quarter.
We'll come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Hands it from downtown.
Fantastic response from Smith Jr. Great poise and confidence on display there.
Here's Kleba. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Adams has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. Oh, good with the triple. Lakers trail by 6. Kleba with a screen on Brooks. Goodwin finds Kleba. From outside, off the mark. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Here's Adams. Whoops, they pick off the pass. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Shepard. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Houston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this 4th quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at the Rockets. The forwards for them will be Brooks and Smith. The guards are Van Vliet and Shepard. And it's Adams in at the center, locking down the middle. Los Angeles has gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13.
Finney Smith doing what we've come to know he can do. Knock down that jumper with a smooth stroke.
Rockets leading by 4. 20 feet out. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Van Vliet's gone 2 of 7 from the floor here. Here's Vincent. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Deflects the pass. That's a 2 from Smith. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. And the Rockets lead by 6.
So many ways Smith can hurt you. Really showing us all what he's capable of.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Whitmore. He's defended by Reed. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And it's Doncic missing. And for Houston, they're shooting not great, 40% for the game. Offensive rebound, pass to Eason. Lets it go with a 3. Out to the right wing. There's the 3. Here's Thompson. They get it back. On the wing, Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Eason with a screen for Thompson. The Rockets again can't hit.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
He gets it in there.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Whitmore. Spins. To the top of the key, Eason. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Green finds Whitmore. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Pass to James. Oh, that's offensive interference.
The score will not count.
And this will be a coach's challenge now for the basket interference call. Coach didn't think it was interference.
And basket interference is another one of the types of calls that can be really difficult to make up by the basket. Often, the previous play is under review.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed. Like shot clock and game clock, or whether a shot was a 2 or 3-pointer. These basket interference calls, a tricky deal. And the word is in. The officials, guys, have ruled that the call stands. So the basket interference will be in effect.
Even though they had it right the first time, it was a good move to double check.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He begged his players to keep it simple out there. He told them one possession at a time. Don't look at the scoreboard. What's most important is running our plays and being aggressive defensively. We'll see if they can follow that game plan. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jalen Green.
Look, I know he runs the point, but boy, can Doncic go to work inside.
At the line for Los Angeles.
Free throws good from Doncic. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Here's Eason. No good from outside.
Well, most games he can knock it down from deep, but it just isn't there for him in this one.
Here's Len. Los Angeles with another miss.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Şengün. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron with it. Now defended by Şengün. On the wing, Doncic. Over Şengün. Los Angeles with another miss. Eason against Len. Kept alive. Pass to Eason. Jacks up a 3. Catching the red, grabs the miss. So it's the Lakers now. 11-point game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock from deep LeBron. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Eason with it. The 3. That one no good. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And